So if you have an airplane, let's draw an airplane, right? And you've got like the side of an airplane. This is an engine. Fuck you guys. This is a propeller. Don't tell me how to live my life. And this is a canopy. You guys, shut up, guys. And those are wings. All right. So you got a side view of an airplane, and then you got
Returning to the airfield.
if it doesn't look like a plane, then you don't know anything about art. All right, right. So you got a little, you got another plane here, right? But from the top view, this is the tail. Fuck you guys. This is the empennage. You guys are, I feel the judgment. Here's the rudder. That's the propeller. You guys, everybody shut up. All right.
The enemy is winning.
And that's a
Counterattack.
okay. Now, for guns, right? So convergence is like this, right? And the reason that he's asking, does convergence affect the guns in the nose, or does vertical targeting do the guns in the nose? The answer to that is no. Convergence is in wing-mounted weapons because the nose guns fire straight, right? These always fire straight out. And your convergence is wherever, big red circle time, this, if you have it set to 500 meters, then all of your guns come together at 500 meters, right? That's convergence. That's pretty obvious, right? But what about if you have vertical targeting on? Well, if we look at our plane from the side, and we've got this same 500 meter convergence distance, right? But you have different weapons. So let's say you have a 20 millimeter cannon, and it fires from the wing, and it either goes, like with vertical targeting off, it goes straight out, but it drops, right? But with vertical targeting, it lofts the shot so that it converges at 500 meters. But then let's say you have a, oh, sorry, hold on. Oh, God. So it lofts the shot. Oh, fuck. Come on. Stop. It bends twice. Lofts the shot so that it meets right there. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Fuck it. That's... How do I not bend it a second time? There we go. Okay. So then you have like your 7.92 millimeter machine guns up on top. I probably should have drawn these further out. You know what? You got 7.92 millimeter machine guns coming out like this. But they have a different path of travel, right? We're going to do it like this. So where these lines intersect, this is your vertical targeting, like as viewed from the side. So like, you know, something with a higher muzzle velocity doesn't need to be lofted up as much to meet at 500 meters. Something with lower velocity has to go up a bit higher in order to meet at 500 meters. But then after they meet at that 500 meter mark, they'll diverge again later on down the road. So convergence, vertical targeting. It's personal preference whether you want it on or off. I prefer to have it on because it will, like, the way that they fix it is they cant the guns upwards, and so instead of like normally, your weapons would fire straight out, and then they would just drop off naturally from there. With vertical targeting, they're angled slightly higher, and that allows the bullet to drop, and as the bullet drops, it like meets your scope at that distance. Now that can kind of mess you up when things are closer to you, but because it lofts your shots up slightly, what's the most common type of engagement that you get in sim that is also like the most difficult, right? A turn fight where you're deflection shooting, where your target is over here and you're coming at him from the top, and you have to shoot out over here, and you're pulling your plane. Now you can pull the plane, but if you pull too hard, you end up stalling out and then he's on your tail. But with vertical targeting, you don't have to pull your plane up as much because your weapons will naturally loft up and will help lead that target. I prefer to have vertical targeting on. Some people don't like it because it messes them up, but it's totally a personal preference thing. There is no correct answer. It's just what makes sense to you and whatever works. I would encourage you guys to try both and kind of compare your results, because if you just put it on because I told you to put it on and it's fucking you up, then turn it off. It will take some getting used to figure out like what it'll take a little bit of getting used to until you can become accustomed to it. So like, don't turn it on for one sortie and then give up on it immediately if you like don't if you don't immediately do well. But if you turn it on, you do get a slight advantage with deflection, and it's minuscule, but sometimes it's the difference between flat spinning without a hit and keeping control of your aircraft